second-place finisher, Stephen Nantz. Stephen, you were driving your heart out there to try to run down Casey. What more did you need to get to that win?
Man, it was just I just couldn't. The car was bouncing a little bit too much off of 4, and I got a little bit tight through 1 and 2. And
65 years. That's how long you have to look back to find the last time that the Bulldogs had a shot at Rupp Arena, but they did that here tonight against Barron County.
Yeah, guys, here with third-place finisher Bubba Pollard. Bubba, we were looking back at your race car right now. I noticed that big dent in the side of the door. This was a hard-fought third-place finish for you guys.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse than what it was. We just, at 14, missed a shift or something there. Couldn't go on the restart there.
We're out here at Bowling Green Ballpark, where just earlier tonight, the Bowling Green Hot Rods hosted their first playoff game this season and what's been their 7th playoff appearance in the last 8 seasons.
Casey Roderick climbing out of the race car after they finally broke through this year in Victory Lane. Casey, I know you guys have been fighting so hard all year to put this thing in Victory Lane. You've been so consistent all season. What does it mean to come back to this place, to the fairgrounds where you have so much history?
Yeah, it feels good to come back here and get a win. It's been a while for a super win.
It's March, it's madness, and anything can happen when your team sets foot inside of EA Diddle Arena, and Barron County proved that here this afternoon with a big win over the 3-time reigning 4th region champions in the Warren Central Dragons.
Dawson, you came into this year hoping to finally break through in the pro late models to get that win. Now you have 2 to your name just this year. How's it feel?
Oh yeah, it feels great. You know, Rackley War Team gave me a great car this weekend. You know, doing the double, so it's going to be a long night. This is only the first one, so we're getting ready to do another 100. So fortunately, we have a good starting spot, and I'm really looking forward to it.
You guys think you got the race car to beat in this next race coming up? You got 100 more laps. You think you can do it?
Yeah, I think we can. I think we got a really good long-run car, and I'm really looking forward to it. You know,
And Greg Collins' team is looking to make a rebound from last year. Of course, everybody knows last year was a bit of a down year for the Lady Tops. 7 straight losses to end the season. But today we got to talk to Greg Collins, also talk to players Acacia Hayes, Destiny Salary, and Alexis Mead, who are all poised to kind of be the new leaders of this Lady Topper squad going into the season, who also add 9 additional new players, either freshmen that are coming in or from the transfer portal.
Well, guys, there's going to be plenty of action throughout this race. If the Pro Late race was any indicator, this race is going to be just as chaotic. Now, there's a lot of guys in this field who could contend for the win tonight. You've got Bubba Pollard, you've got Stephen Nantz, you've got some of the young talents all across the nation, and William Sawala.
Ryan Murphy joins us again with a bit of an equipment.
Wow. Okay, Ryan.
I'm shaking. Chills.
I don't think I can talk.
I can't.
All right, you do this. You do this.
If I do it, no. Hey, whoa. We're bringing it back. Get back in here. Get back in here. We got to talk about this because what an undertaking it was to tell this story. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, Adrian Woolley for Kennesaw State was the guy to watch in this game. He was unbeatable from 3. Dropped 30 points. Here he is right here. Watch this. 3-point. Ka-ching. Easy money. Football season is almost here, which means it's time for another countdown to kickoff. Now, yesterday, we showcased the Glasgow Scotties, and tonight we're taking a look at the other half of their crosstown rivalry with the Barron County Trojans. You guys, Gage, have way too much fun. It feels like doing those Topper Tailgate trivias. But with all the fun that homecoming does bring, the Hilltoppers still have a game to play. Now, Gage, you've watched this Hilltopper team develop over the course of the season. What is it that has made them so successful? Take me to the film room.
Well, you have to look at the defense.
Thank you, Josh Allen, for giving us another Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl. But no, we're not here to talk about football. That season, it's come and gone as far as we're concerned. We've got Hilltopper basketball and local high school hoops to recap.
OGs, Zombieland, I think so. I'm not
We're the OGs,
sure.
always the OGs. Yeah. But Gage, when you look ahead at this Hilltopper team, I'm going to ask you, what do you see against this La Tech game today?
Ian Daniel, the sophomore guard, checking in for Ant McAfee, who just took that 2-for-3 trip to the free throw line before this last foul. Bowling Green in possession as the Dragons lead 31-23. Banks with the inbound play. He's going to shake off the defenders and drive baseline, but gets another foul called, and it looks like it'll be on Kirk again.
It's going to be on Kirk or it's going to be on Daniel. They're going to give it to Anthony.
It's going to be on Anthony. A lot of Dragons kind of swarming around that point below the net. Kirk looked like it may have been on him, but either way, it'll stay with Bowling Green. It'll be inbounded on the baseline from Eidlet to Banks. He's in the left corner.
fakes the handoff. He's going to try to shake off Holbert here. Drives to his right, takes the long way around, gets met with a wall by Jarrett Kirk, and a travel called as he made his way in.
Yeah, and again, Jarrett Kirk not giving up, and that's something you have to appreciate by the senior Jarrett Kirk. I mean, he just got called for a foul in the same kind of motion, but there stands his ground, causes a travel and a turnover. Now Warren Central ball.
4:15 left in the second quarter. Dragons lead 31-23. The Purples haven't had a lead since early in the first quarter as Daniel kicks it outside to Holbert. Holbert now out to Anthony. Now over to Carter. Now inside to Kirk, who gets a foul called on the floor. That one's going to be on Braylon Banks. His first and team's third.
Team's kind of picking up fouls more than getting shots off, it seems, in this ball game. And, of course, if you're either coach, you want to calm your team down because if you're going to make an impact in the game, you've got to be available to be in the game.
And an inbound pass to Dominique Anthony, who easily lays it off the glass for two. Dominique Anthony already with 9 on the afternoon. 10-point lead now for the Dragons. Largest lead the Dragons have had thus far, 33-23. Now outside to Wardlow on the left wing, guarded by Anthony, who just made that layup. Now to Davis, over to Braylon Banks. Banks on the right wing, guarded by Jarrett Kirk. Here's Wardlow now, who's guarded by Anthony. Right in front of the Warren Central bench on the right wing. He's going to drive to his left, tries to shake him off, hits the fadeaway Jay, bounces off the back iron. Rebounded by Joe Hurt, but it's stolen away by Holbert. Warren Central heading back down the floor. Here's Cash Carter. Now over to Holbert. Holbert with the Euro step, tries to lay it off the glass, won't connect too strong. Swatted way out there as Kirk recovers it. Now to Carter, top of the key three, wide open. Oh, and the unlucky ping pong bounce. But Dominique Anthony has the recovery for Warren Central. They're going to have a third opportunity at it.
You almost heard the entire Warren Central crowd just kind of gasp there.
Jarrett Kirk with another oak tree three from the right wing.
Well, they're not going to gasp on that one because Jarrett Kirk hits his 8th point on the night for the senior. Again, he led the team 21 points against Greenwood in their semifinal matchup, of course, and man, what a night he's having so far.
There's a reason this Warren Central team has only lost to 2 Kentucky teams all season long, and it's because they're efficient at the most crucial times. A 13-point lead for the Warren Central Dragons with 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It's 36-23 Warren Central, and Jarrett Kirk with a huge three from the right wing. And Matthew Clark, another thing we forgot to point out, 3 straight second chance opportunities in that possession alone for Warren Central, and it shows as they out-rebound Bowling Green, 6 more rebounds per game than them over the course of the whole year.
Well, you're exactly right, and what kind of is surprising me, but not really, is the fact that we saw both teams start off hot. We saw them energized, ready to go, and now it almost seems as if Bowling Green's kind of leaning towards being out of breath here, and it's causing a big difference in the lead with 13 points going to Warren Central.
Back out of the timeout, that was Bowling Green's. This presentation of 14 District Basketball presented by Sky CTC. Bowling Green in the possession. Back the other way. Here's Wardlow on the right wing, trying to shake off Anthony. Kicks it over to Hurt. Now outside, back to Banks. Banks going to try to shake him off. Spins to his left. Now kicks it outside to Wardlow, who's going to drive to his right. Kicks it outside to Joe Hurt. Wide open three. Got it! Another oak tree three. Give it to Joe Hurt. He's in double digits. Back down the floor is KJ Johnson. Outside to Cash Carter. He was feeling it on that top of the key three, but a foul called on the floor, and it'll be an offensive foul.
And that's going to go on Jarrett Kirk. He picks up his 3rd foul of the game. That is a loose ball foul. Warren Central's 4th turnover on the night. But hey, talking about having a senior like Luke Eidlet, he's kind of struggled from behind the arc, but someone who stepped up in his place, senior Joe Hurt.
Jaron Bird, who has 2 fouls, just checked in for Jarrett Kirk, who notched his 3rd just now. Kirk with 8 points so far. Bird yet to get in the scoring pylon so far for the Dragons. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left in this second quarter, and the Dragons lead by 10, 36-26. Here's Luke Eidlet. Thinks about that left corner three. He's going to drive to his right. Kicks it outside to Joe Hurt in that same spot. Here's Hurt, thinks about driving baseline, kicks it outside to Wardlow. He's going to take a heavily contested three, top of the key, it rims out. Rebounded by Banks, who's going to lay it up and in, and it makes it. Braylon Banks with another bucket on the night. Inside to Anthony now, he's going to drive baseline. A lazy dribble, loses it off his foot, and it's recovered by Joe Hurt. Bowling Green back down the floor. Purple's on a run. Wardlow out to Eidlet. It's tipped away by McCombs, but Eidlet recovers just before it goes out of bounds. Tries to shake him off. Good defense from Jeremiah McCombs, but he's going to get the foul called against him.
Go.
Spartans
You hit like my 2-year-old daughter.
are made here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And a trend has continued.
Ready? See you.
For the last 9 seasons on this hallowed ground.
Actually, my wife brings that up, so.
Since 2015, South Warren has found magic in 3rd times the charm, with a championship every 3 seasons.
It's definitely like a known thing around here. I mean, we just try to go do the best we can and win this game.
2024 marks another 3.
Move!
And the final year.
There it is!
For QB Bryce Button.
Bryce is a coach's dream. You know, I wish I could coach him for 10 more years. You know, he is one of those guys that is just ate up with it, and you know, he wants to be the best player he can be.
As a freshman, I always looked up to those older guys. You know, I try to be the best person I can for them, not just in football, but as a guy they can come and talk to for whatever reason.
After their first loss of the season,
There you go, Keys. Good job, Keys.
all eyes are on winning another title. What would be their 4th
I only understand that when I do it against you, though.
in the last 10 seasons.
That's the goal of this program every year is to win state championship. And anything less than that, then, you know, it was a failure. You didn't succeed, you know. So with that comes pressure, but, you know, that also is a testament to the success that we've had here.
Coming to you, Jake.
And only one word describes this team: intensity.
We do a lot of competition stuff. You know, it improves both sides, whether you're on scout team or not. So we take that very seriously.
And the intensity that you bring and the effort that you bring, and you know, are we perfect with that? No, but I think that's, you know, where we try to separate ourselves is that intensity and atmosphere in practice.
Despite their young core of receivers, the team continues to find a way.
You know, you have some teams every now and then that just tend to make plays or find ways to win. And that's got a lot to do with it. That's the truth is, you know, the successful teams, they kind of got that trait. And I think that's what this group has done well. And it's not always pretty, but, you know, we're doing so more so than not as well.
For the extra point,
Hey, come in on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm Ryan Murphy. Spring is here. And in Music City, the arrival of spring means the start of a new season. For racing, that is. And for one young racer, it presents an opportunity at even further success.
I am Cole Denton from Pascagoula, Mississippi, all the way in the Gulf Coast. I started racing at 4 years old in go-karts in Grand Bay, Alabama. From the time I was 2 to 4, I had done nothing but watch the movie Days of Thunder until I got a race car.
And race he did. In 2022, Denton gathered a total of 12 class championships, along with 40 race wins. Now, he's chasing win number 7 in a row.
You know, I win for the winning sticker. I don't win for money, I don't win for trophies. I win for the winning sticker.
Even with his success, his mother, Tina, still gets nerves.
He's 13. He's been doing this since he's 4 and a half. Still get nervous every race.
But William, his dad, remains supportive and understands many of Cole's pre-race superstitions.
They won't let me put the other stickers on the car just yet. So, and then he's got his rituals, and he wears his same shirt under his suit and everything. So.
But the superstitions have kept their team squeaky clean. For now.
Literally what it's called.
Is that right?
No.
With his lucky shirt on and his belt strapped tight, he heads out to tame the fairgrounds for the first time in a Legends car.
The last time Cole did it, Cole's like, I ain't waiting around. You keep jumping it, they're not calling it, I'm going for it.
And it was this mentality that would propel Denton to his 7th straight win. And another date with some Nashville hot chicken.
No, you still get to eat spicy chicken.
I'd say that's a 1, 2, 3.
I say the dream spicy peppers.
Seems about right. Proud of y'all. All right, I'm proud of y'all.
For the extra point, I'm Ryan Murphy.